Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the short rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. 5 on the clock. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Buries it from 3-point range. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Middleton. Back to Lopez. Jacks up a 3. The shot misses. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Covington finds Powell. The putback, and Covington stays with it. Covington's got his second bucket.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's DiVincenzo. Giannis drives in. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Here's Lillard. Dishes to McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Second chance shot. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. DiVincenzo lays it up off the glass.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. To the middle. Here's Covington. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic, and Carmelo Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Holiday.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Holiday with the ball, and the shot is good.
Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Powell. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. No good, unable to end this run. Milwaukee leading by 5. And Holiday, here we go. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Portland's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Lillard looking around. Here's Kanter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Got to appreciate how aggressive Kanter is on offense. I mean, it's what earns him trips to the line.
The first free throw is good. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
and creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Here's Simons, 7-point differential.
Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers' rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a roll out on his team.
He's perfect from the line this time. And the Bucks with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now. 27 seconds left in the first. Here's Teague. Off the left rim and out.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And the basket by Jones.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Teague with the ball to the left wing. Outside Portis. Shoots over Cantor. And he misses his first shot of the game.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Bucks lead by 3. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we... Greg, we know many guys in the NBA have range, but Dame...
I'm training summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got Jones. Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at point guard. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Cantor's going to go after every rebound. And when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
There's the pass to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Middleton. And Jones sends it back. But they get it back. Just 4 to shoot. A second chance effort. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Cantor. And Robert Covington subbed in for Anthony. That one drops. He ties it up. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on it. Teague, the pass to Connaughton. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And the basket by McCollum.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Here's Nwora. Bucks passing it around. Portis in the post. Working on Nurkic. A shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. And Covington, maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by McCollum. They get it again. Connaughton kicks it to Tucker. Back to Connaughton. The offensive rebound.
Now there's the grit we've come to expect from Tucker. Getting into position for the rebound and getting some points out of it.
Portland leading by 5. Simons surveying the D. McCollum left side. Rebound Milwaukee. It's tipped. Covington with the steal. Stolen by Tucker. And it's the Bucks on the break. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Norman Powell's checked in for Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. It's tipped. Here's DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And now just a 1-point Portland lead.
And it really helps their team so much with Middleton's passing with effectiveness. And it helps him out as a scorer. He's that much harder to defend.
McCollum kicks to Covington. A three-pointer is right on target. Covington's got 7 points in the game. Bucks trail by 4. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Lillard left side, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Beth. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. 3 points was as big as it. And that does it for our.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. Lillard outside. Nurkic against Lopez. From 8. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Having to be careful around Lopez. He's solid at timing when to leap up to block shots.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose, and Lopez gets it to go. Lopez has got his first basket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Nurkic finds Powell. Portland needs to get off a shot. Nurkic, and no good that time. Good D by Lopez.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but you would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing. Respect the leaping ability of Lillard, or you'll get dunked on.
Outside Holiday. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Middleton. Three-pointer. They get the rebound. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Giannis has got 10.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Trailblazers trail by 4.
Hey, yo, get on day.
McCollum passes to Giles. Back to McCollum. Takes the 3. The rebound by Brook Lopez.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Lillard. Covington trying to break free, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And don't sleep on Lillard's vertical. When he's going strong to the bucket, he's capable of throwdowns like these.
Outside Holiday. No good with the triple. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from McCollum.
This guy's just a gamer. McCollum, I mean, he really embraces taking on the defense and finding a way to finish.
The pass to Connaughton. He feeds it to Tucker. Stolen by McCollum. Here's Lillard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Holiday.
Oh, so crafty when driving to the rim. Whether it's scoring or getting to the line, Lillard simply makes the play.
For the Trailblazers, Anthony's checked in for Harry Giles. Derek Jones comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for McCollum. Now here's Teague. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the shot goes down.
He's a real threat from those in-between spots. Portis is someone you got to be up on.
Lillard outside. For the lead. Portland no good that time either. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Connaughton passes to Teague from the arc. Milwaukee getting another chance here.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Now Lillard, 6 points for him. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard is phenomenal at penetrating to the bucket. His speed, athleticism, difficult to slow down.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Right side, Portis. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Teague, the pass to Tucker. Here's Nora. It's stolen. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Finished off the break. Jones has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Third quarter comes to a close and a battle brings it to a tie. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The Trailblazers shooting here about 46% for the game. C.J. McCollum out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Anthony in at the four-man position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Giles checked in for the Trailblazers. And the Bucks making a change here. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
Free throw good. Giannis. And so here's Portland. And here is Powell. Fires for three. Giannis grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Teague the pass to Portis. Chalk up 2 there.
Just a great job there from Teague to locate where his teammate was and get the ball to him on time.
Pass to Powell. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks. They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
McCollum kicks to Powell. Can they get it? Hits the three-point bomb. Powell's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Portland grabs the miss.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Nurkic the pass to Powell. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Portis. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Passes it to Connaughton. 6 on the shot clock. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills. And tonight, it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
McCollum outside. Nurkic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, this is what you want from Nurkic, a fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Damian Lillard comes in for Jones. Wow, hammering it in!
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Lillard outside. And they go to the intentional foul. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Milwaukee. It's Covington on the wing. And it's McCollum in the corner. 6 to shoot. And that one drops.
Love the poise of McCollum. He looks comfortable shooting in crucial moments of the game.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Middleton outside. Bucks passing it around. Pass to DiVincenzo. This one for three. Buries the long-range jumper. DiVincenzo's got the lead up to 7 now for Milwaukee.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. On the wing, Giannis. Kicks it down to Middleton. Launches a three. But they'll get another chance. Giannis passes to Lopez. Misses from short range. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
But known for his unique personality, Cantor also remains a solid role player, someone his teammates enjoy playing with. Now, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
Holiday with it. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And it's off from three-point range. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Lillard with no one around. Can't knock in the three. Here's Holiday. Good!
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Clippers, They got Ivica Zubac. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the 1. Now, here is George. Back to Morris. Shoots over Powell. Second shot opportunity. And there's the play by Morris inside. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Outside, George. Back to Beverly. Outside, George. 4 on the shot clock. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
It's McCollum on the wing. Puts up a 3. Again, McCollum missing. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game.
In OKC, Paul George showed he can be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
Zubac, the pass to Beverly. Outside, George. The tray. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, McCollum in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Zubac in the post. Working on Nurkic. Can't convert the two-handed jam. Powell, no one around him. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Outside Leonard. George way outside. And the 3 off target. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Powell, that's good.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Leonard. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. That one goes. Count it.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
McCollum finds Nurkic. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Now here's Beverly. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Feeds it to Morris. George against McCollum. To the wing right side. Beverly the pass to George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Los Angeles with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Morris. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Anthony subbed in for Robert Covington.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And stolen by Lillard. Powell against Rondo. Powell inside. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. Jackson kicks to Kennard. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter, and it's good for 2.
Can't let Kennard get this close. Once you do, he's going up with it.
Lillard against Jackson. Now here's Lillard. He's covered closely. Yes, that goes in.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
There's Jackson with the 3. And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Giles is out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard. The feed to Jones. Kennard with the rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there. Promising start for Luke Kennard. End up missing extended minutes with injuries. Hopefully he can stay healthy this go around.
Now here's Anthony. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Cousins. And he jams it with authority.
Coaches have raved about this. Cousins' ability to have active hands and come up with strips.
And Kennard's moving into the starting lineup for the first time last season.
And to add to that, he had a larger role offensively. And at the same time, his efficiency increased. That's a good sign.
Here's Simons. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Portland shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Now here's Jackson. The pass to Cousins. Here's Mann, covered by Anthony. Knocks it loose. Outside for Batum. Here's Cousins. Offensive rebound. Batum dishes to Cousins. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Drains the three-pointer. Kennard's got 5 points so far.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Simons. Kennard covering. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Simons missing. And so Cousins will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
When Kennard is that set up, he almost can't miss. Such a skilled shooter.
Here's Simons. The Clippers getting the bucket. Batum with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Here's Mann. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Simons. Kennard covering. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Down low. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Zubac is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from McCollum. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Outside Jackson. McCollum against Kennard. From the stripe. Rebound by Nurkic.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Foul. That's good.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Mann. 5 points in the game. Covington with the steal. All going up court. Here's McCollum. Finished off the break. McCollum's got 4 this quarter.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Jackson passes to Mann. Outside for Jackson. Shoots over Lillard. Los Angeles with another miss. Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. The Trailblazers have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And 1:01 left in the first half. Lillard misses. Clippers trail by 3. Here's Leonard. They can't stop the run with that one. And here again, the Trailblazers in transition. Up the court they go. Collin passes to Nurkic. Stolen by Zubac. Nurkic with the steal. And he makes good on the layup. Nurkic has got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And here's Beverly. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Trailblazers.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Nobody near Lillard. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 7 points.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
And it's Leonard missing. Here's McCollum. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. And that's a wrap.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
They've got Morris, Patrick Beverly out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Well, he's a guy who is built for these kind of plays. DeMarcus using his size and skill to full advantage.
The inside shot, and it's finished off inside by McCollum. 10 points for him.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Leonard on the wing. And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half.
Common occurrence for Leonard. Once he makes his way to the rim, Kawhi levels up.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come.
Oh!
Yes! Yes!
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now George. Good on the shot.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 9. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
After hitting 3 straight, they finally missed one. But you can see the rhythm coming out of the half. Just crushing it here. 80% to start the half.
McCollum with the ball. 10 points for him. Here's Nurkic, and looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And then for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Derek Jones in for Norman Powell.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Kanter throws it down.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. So for the Trailblazers, Harry Giles is checked in for C.J. McCollum, and it's Simons in for Lillard. Clippers trail by 6. Outside Jackson, pass to Zubac. 1:58 left in the third. Shots good by Kennard. Kennard's got 9 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Simons, the pass to Carmelo. Pass to Giles. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That'll be his second foul of the game. .132 left to play in the third. Anthony. And again, it's Portland converting.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And here's Jackson. The pass to Kennard. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Clock at 6. Here's Okuru, and he gets the whistle. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Portland leading by 4. Here's Simons. Anthony left side. Plenty of space. Here's Kanter. That shot off the mark. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Jackson drives in. And that one, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Simons. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And the Clippers making a change here. Man's checked in. A nice shot by Simons.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Now Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Trailblazers lead by 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Portland leading. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, we've got Anthony. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Good work defensively by Morris. And Morris has got the ball here for Los Angeles. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
For the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. McCollum comes in for Anthony. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now, here's Nurkic. And the dunk by Powell.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Beverly with the ball. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Cousins trying to free himself up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Patrick Beverly is an irritant. You hate playing against him, love playing with him.
Both shots good from the stripe. So it's Portland now. The lead is 2. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. McCollum finds Covington. Here's Lillard, and there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Cousins.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Morris outside. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Leonard attacking. Yep, it counts.
And you can sense the urgency from them now. They were flat in that first half, but they've come out here in the second and been much more aggressive offensively.
Lillard left side. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum. The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's George. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Smooth off the bounce with the strength to finish through contact. Paul George showing us how it's done.
Lillard against Beverly. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
George passes to Leonard. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Rondo comes in for Patrick Beverly. Leonard on the wing. Shot clock at 6. And they pick up 2. Leonard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Rondo against Lillard. Poked loose. It's stolen by Rondo. And now the Clippers on the break. George with the ball. Oh, the power on that prudence.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And the Clippers call time here. They're leading by 2. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Luke Kennard.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Lillard outside. Passes to Giant. Lillard and
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
outside, George. Pass to Leonard. Oh, that's blocked. And he recovers it. Pass to Zubac. Outside, George. Morris kicks to Leonard. Back to Morris. No good there. Excellent D from Cancer. He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
George against McCollum. Zubac and McCollum with the block. Leonard with the steal. Now the pass to Zubac. Here's Leonard. Oh, he can't jam it home. Great positioning on the putback. Zubac has got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. The score knotted at 54. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 9 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. Oh, off target.
And all defensive first teamer. Beverly once again getting up into his man and locking him down.
And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell, and it's Cantor in at the 5. And Beverly kicks to Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. Poked away. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And Lillard throws it down.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
George against McCollum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's good from George.
The consummate team player. Paul George is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also. No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
McCollum outside. We play just over a minute here in OT. Here's Cantor. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 4.
And his teammates love it. Cantor taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
McCollum against George. And he lays it straight in.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Lillard against Beverly. McCollum right side. Lillard surveying the D. Over Beverly. Covington.
Yeah, way to play and attack.
The coach's challenge has been issued. First game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 2. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first overtime. And Los Angeles with some changes. DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Rajon Rondo. And Portland with a change here, too. Giles is checked in. And George, here we go. To take the lead. It's good from beyond the arc.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Lillard against George. Lillard outside. From the baseline. It's hauled in by the Clippers. A big-time possession here.
Yeah, and their hearts must be going 100 miles an hour right now.
Outside Leonard. No good. Great D that time from Nurkic. Giles kicks to Nurkic. Sweet move. Count it!
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 1. 6 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
Get that out of here. Rejected and collected. Great deed. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard. And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Free throw good from Lillard.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They had to scrape and claw to push it to over. And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. And they'll have some minutes to make up for it with an injury in their roster.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Morris. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. Makes it off the glass. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the game to go. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Stolen by Holiday. And here we go. Yep, that one goes in there.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Leonard the pass to George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Boy, the confidence that George brings to his game is also confidence that impacts and injects his teammates. He's a high-octane scorer who's ready to go as soon as the game starts and whenever he gets the ball.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Morris with the block.
And a rare block shot from Morris. Anticipates the move and just times it out perfectly.
Here's Holiday. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. The shot by Holiday, no good. Leonard, that's for 2. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Offensive rebound.
Hey, I've always said rebounding is timing and tenacity, but if you got long arms, that helps too, and the Greek Freak has plenty of reach.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and Leonard gets it to go.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
And a deep 3 from George, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
To the paint, here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Outside Jackson. 1:22 left in the first quarter. But they recover it. Leonard with no one around. Rebound, Milwaukee. Now the Bucks moving it up. Floats it up for Giannis. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Leonard the pass to Jackson. Leonard against Middleton. 6 to shoot. And Leonard gets it to go.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 34 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
George finds Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists in the game.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Antetokounmpo inside. He's against Morris. Antetokounmpo again. Antetokounmpo's got 16.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
And a deep 3 from George. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Buck. And recently on the subject of trash talking.
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Well, the job of penetrating that they've done so far has really been excellent. I mean, they've done a nice job driving to the hoop effectively.
Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. And there's Teague. And it's Nora in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And the Clippers making a switch here. Mann's checked in. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. From 6 away, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Bucks leading by 6. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
He kicks to Tucker from 12 feet out. He can't get it to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Mann gets the bucket.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Teague against Beverly. Left side, Portis. Basket counts. Portis has got the lead up to 6 now for Milwaukee.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Stolen by Tucker. Portis against Cousins. And the pass to Forbes. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. And now it's an 8-point Milwaukee lead.
And, you know, in that mid-range area, that in-between area, Forbes is a hard cover because when he gets a little room, he's really deadly.
Now, here's Kennard. Guarded by Tucker. A shot by Batum, no good. Teague against Cousins. Forbes dishes to Teague. Back to Forbes. Pass to Tucker. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Teague. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Clippers trail by 8. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Forbes the pass to Tucker. Shoots from the right block. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Inside, deflects the pass, and is out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And that one's good by Lopez.
The big 7-footer rumbling into the lane.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 8-point game. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Brook Lopez.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo has really learned how to get himself to the foul line. It's one of the easiest ways to score the ball. He gets to the stripe at a higher clip with each passing year.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And again, the Bucks miss. Clippers trail by 7. Leonard with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Rondo kicks to Leonard. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Connaughton passes to DiVincenzo, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Better to be lucky than good. Got that shot to fall.
George looking over the floor. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks heading. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 18 points. And
we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. And it's Oturu in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the shot goes in. Oturu's got his first 2 points.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds him. Great feel for the game.
Teague drives in. Oturu with the rebound. Clippers trail by 5. Here's George. Count it. Good. George has got 10 points in the game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Portis in the post. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Pass to Leonard. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range. He's got 16.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
Leonard against Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And here's George for 3. The putback. Cousins on the follow.
Yeah, you know, Cousins, I think, is sometimes underrated as an offensive rebounder. That guy can get some putbacks for you.
Middleton the pass to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 5.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Leonard. The rebound by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. That one good for 2. Antetokounmpo's got 6 in the quarter.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
Now here's Beverly. Passes it to Cousins. Just 5 on the clock. Dishes it to Leonard. From deep. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Giannis. And the rejection by Zubac. He gets that one.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
It's Jackson with the drive. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Milwaukee leading by 13. Middleton outside. There's the pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Giannis.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away. I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
DiVincenzo with it. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. And he gets it to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Kennard's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Lopez, and the layup is good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Jackson passes to Zubac. Count that bucket.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Top of the key, Holiday. Kicks to Lopez. Middleton outside. Good if it goes. And no good on the last-second attempt this time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks riding a 15-point lead at the end of... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Teague. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Portis trying to free himself. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got his first points in this one.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Rondo gets the bucket.
You know, he's a bit of a rarity and maybe even a throwback when you look at Rondo and how being a smaller guard, he still is comfortable operating inside.
Teague, the pass to Portis. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Clippers trail by 17. Rondo dishes to Jackson. Pass to Kennard. From outside, off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And Tucker kicks to Teague. Down low. And Portis throws it down.
Terrific awareness from the savvy point guard. Jeff Teague is excellent at getting the ball to the open man.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Rondo. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Leonard comes in for Luke Kennard. Paul George is checked in for Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Rajon Rondo. Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Not going to go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. They're running. Here's George. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. It's stolen by Morris. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. Outside, George. And the three ball is good.
And, you know, that's one of George's go-to shots. He's a three-point shooter who spaces the floor well.
Lopez outside. Outside Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. That misses off the backboard.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
DiVincenzo tips it back in. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Bucks leading by 16. Outside Holiday. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Now Holiday. First free throw is good.
It definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. And here's George for three. Rebounded by Tucker. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Bucks.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Holiday against George. Back to Teague. Just 5 to shoot. And Holiday has it in the corner. Over George. That's short off the rim.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And it's Leonard missing. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Back to Tucker. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. From deep three-point range, off target. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. And the starting lineups have concluded. So, Welcome to 2K Sports. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Donte DiVincenzo, and it's Lopez in at the center, filling out the middle. Now here's Powell. And no good. Great D that time from Middleton. Here's DiVincenzo. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Lillard scanning the floor. Dishes to Nurkic. Lopez over to help. The shot by Lillard wide open. That three off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Giannis. Another shot. Portland grabs the miss.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Oh,
no goodness. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Now here is Holiday. Middleton outside. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. From 15 feet away. They get it back. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Tries again. And Giannis with the basket on the assist from Lopez.
Well, playmaking and scoring, that's what Giannis is up to here tonight.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Lillard outside. To the middle. Here's McCollum. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Giannis on the follow.
Great instincts by Giannis. Superb timing, and then he pounced on top of that miss.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lillard fires away from way outside. The long distance three is buried. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Middleton outside. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To halt the run. Tucker can't get it to go. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lobs it up for Anthony. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
That's nice form right there for Melo. Doesn't get any easier for him on a shot like that.
Outside Holiday. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter. Portis can't get it to go. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Powell, no one around him. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Holiday goes in. Goes back up. Pass to Connaughton from outside the arc. Portis, and even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Anthony's shot is off.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Jones finds Canner. Shoots over Portis. Rebound, Milwaukee. Here's Connaughton. Trying to get something going, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time? And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go it.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. It's Portis, high post. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area. Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Cantor, the pass to Jones. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Like the execution there from Cantor. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Outside Portis. Back to Connaughton. Pass to Forbes. Portis trying to free himself. Forbes can't get it to go. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Jones finds Canner. To the paint. Here's Lillard. It's deflected. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Portis. And it's in there. Portis has got his second basket.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Lillard, the pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Portland needs to get off a shot. Here's Jones. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Knocked loose. A putback, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Middleton with it. Now Anthony defending. Middleton can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And here we go. Here's Tucker. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Tucker's got his first points of the game.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
You told me this was the kind of game he was going to have. I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Covington's checked in. Mora, the pass to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Jones. Now the pass to Covington. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. That one goes in.
All-out effort all the time. Covington was undrafted, and he's worked his way into NBA minutes.
The drive by Giannis. The basket is good. That's his 6th attempt and his 3rd make.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
And he gets the bucket. 20 seconds left in the first half. Now, Antetokounmpo. 6 points for him. Teague finds Lopez. Got a hand on it.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defense.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 11. Jack, how do you think Portland played? And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
He's definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in at the 5. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental. And I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Middleton drives in.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Here's Powell. He's got 6. Back to McCollum. Rocket 6. Pass to Powell. Takes the 13-footer. He's off on that one. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo.
I don't know. 2 strides, 3 strides. What was that? Giannis covering some ground.
Trailblazers leading by 7. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Powell, the pass to Lillard for 3. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Portland leading. They're running on up the court. Lopez with the block. And now, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Trying to end the drought. Lillard finds Nurkic. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, the determination there by Nurkic pressures the D into getting a little bit too physical with him on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
Terrific form at the line throughout last season. 89% on the year.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. Anthony comes in for Damian Lillard. 1:43 left to play here in the third. Nurkic with the steal. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
And the Bucks making a change here. Forbes checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Jones checked in for Nurkic. Bucks trail by 8. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. To the inside. Goes up on the block. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 12 in the game.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
1:03 left in the third quarter. And here is Powell. 9 points in the game so far. It's McCollum on the wing. Portland, no good that time either. And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. 6-point game. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Here's Simons. Down low. It's intercepted. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Launches the 3, and it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Forbes.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
The three from Anthony. Kept alive. And Covington stays with it. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Trailblazers up by 3. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Trailblazers leading by 3. We've got Holiday. E.J. Tucker is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Lillard from outside. Second chance shot. And Cantor with the lay-in. Good. Cantor's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Trailblazers. The Bucks shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Middleton outside. Giannis inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut back down to 3 points with the bucket from Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Nailed from three-point land.
Now, this is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner, and right now he's gunning from deep range.
Holiday surveying the floor. Pass to DiVincenzo. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Nurkic. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists in the game.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Giannis passes to DiVincenzo. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
And Tucker has it in the corner. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
And so they foul intentionally. Giles checked in for Portland. Lillard outside. Passes to Nurkic. 5 to shoot. The pass to McCollum, and the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That's his first foul. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. McCollum outside. Lillard, the pass to McCollum, lets it go from deep.
Well, good work from Jeff Teague to get himself in terrific position to help alter that look.
Lillard misses. Tucker with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
An emphatic LU jam.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Trailblazers leading by 10. Over in the corner, Lillard. They get it back. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Off target with his 3.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Bucks have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Portis, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Inside. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Anthony.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Portis. McCollum outside. Lillard outside. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Back to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Giles. Tips it up, and it's Lillard on the follow. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Stolen by Tucker.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Anthony, no one around. No good from outside. Outside Teague. Lets it go with a three. From past the arc, no good. So the Trailblazers win it. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was... And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Morris in at the 4 slot. And for Portland, we've got Yusuf Nurkic, Damian Lillard out there with Norman Powell. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Giles in at the 4. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Lillard. It's hauled in by George.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And that one drops for him. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position. We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Outside Leonard. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Here's Lillard. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Pass to Giles.
Bringing a strong work ethic defensively. Morris grinding on the shooter there.
Unloads from 9. That one rolling around and rims out. And here are the Blazers. Here's Nurkic, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now George. Passes it to Beverley. Back to George. Outside Leonard. Morris, left side. Shot clock at 5. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Lillard against George. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Leonard with the steal. Left side, George fires the 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Lillard outside. Pass to Powell. The pass to Giles. Morris against Powell. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Clippers leading by 7. Here's Leonard. Finished off the break.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lillard against George. To end the run. And deep. Lillard drops it in.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
And George kicks to Beverly. Outside, George. Shoots over Powell. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 7. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A beautiful pass to lead his teammate right to the hoop.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside, Leonard. On the wing, Morris. Covington with the steal. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. It's stolen by Morris. George looking over the floor. Dishes it to Cousins. Outside Leonard. Morris right side. And stolen by Lillard. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Powell. They grab their own miss. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Harry Giles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Norman Powell. Lillard attacking.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he makes the first. That one misses. Clippers leading by 6. Down low. Batum passes to Patterson. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Batum. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how
Humble beginnings. You know, I'm from...
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dream.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Drills the three-pointer.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Simons surveying the D. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Pass to Kennard. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And the shot is long.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
That's tipped. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. Clippers leading by 10. Jackson with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Jackson passes to Patterson. Can't hit that one. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Here's the break, and that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. Maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Zubats is checked in. Powell, the pass to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Now, here's Patterson. There's the dish to Jackson. To the left side wing. Here's Zubats. Batum trying to break loose. And that one is good from Zubats. Zubats has got his first bucket in this one. McCollum passes to Powell. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. It's tipped. They shoot again. Here's Anthony. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
And here's Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the middle. Shoots. Kennard's shot is off. Trailblazers trail by 10. With the floater. Here's Cantor. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Here's Kennard. Powell pulls it in.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Harry Giles comes in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for McCollum. Powell against Beverly. Powell kicks to Nurkic. Back to Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Nurkic controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
George with no one around. Los Angeles with another miss. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Covington. Morris with the rebound. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. Jones checked in for Robert Covington. 6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Here's George. And the rebound by Nurkic. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Passes it to Jones.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
Here's Leonard, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And they get it back over Jones. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He had 8 points. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Derek Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. George, no good. Here's Lillard. That shot misses. The Clippers go the other way with it.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
Here's George. He's got 5. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Nurkic.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Pass to McCollum. Two points. That one goes.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Beverly dishes to Leonard. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Flexing at the rack. Leonard doing what he can to fire up his teammates.
Lillard against George. And it's Lillard missing.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
Leonard finds Cousins. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And now it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
I mean, one thing about DeMarcus, he's never had much of a problem scoring with contact.
The pass to Nurkic, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic, and Anthony subbed in for Harry Giles. Rondo passes to Mann. Left side, Batum. 6 to shoot. Rondo dishes to Batum. Shoots over Lillard. A shot by Batum, no good. Trailblazers trail by 8, and we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Derek. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Clippers leading by 6. Beverly feeling it out a bit. Outside Leonard. From downtown. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Rebound by the Clippers.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Tries it from 19, and that one's good. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
And the rejection by Zubac.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight baskets there in transition.
We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Here's Lillard. There's Hollis Jefferson, and he banks in the layup.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
George up top, guarded by Powell. George against Powell. George with the bucket. George has got 9.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Lillard. He dishes it to Cantor. And the rejection by Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. George with the bucket.
And you look at it, 8 of the last 10 points they've given up here coming in transition.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. A 12-point game. It's hauled in by Zubac.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Here's Lillard. Kicks it out to Covington. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. He feeds it to Lillard. Outside Covington. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Now Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. The Trailblazers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Los Angeles leading by 11. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Patrick Patterson, Luke Kennard out there with Jackson. Then there's Batum, and it's Cousins in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
And an intentional foul right there. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Jones, the pass to Carmelo. The shake. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Anthony's got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers. Jackson with it. Now here's Batum. It's Kennard, top of the key. Tries again, and he hits the jump shot. And the Clippers lead by 11.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Shooting for Portland.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Clippers leading by 9. Jackson looking it over to the inside. Kennard kicks to Cousins. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's Kennard. Over in the corner, Cousins. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Powell. No good from Cousins. So it's Portland now. They trail by 9 points.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
From 12 feet out, Jackson misses.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Shooting for Portland.
And that one falls for Jones. Harry Giles is checked in for the Trailblazers. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Clippers leading by 6. And so they foul intentionally. Damian Lillard's checked in for Derek Jones.
That's his first personal foul.
Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Leonard on the wing. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
Kawhi was drafted 15th overall in 2011. If they had a redraft, I wonder what number he would go down.
CJ McCollum, he's checked in for Powell. The free throw drops for Leonard. Leonard hits them both. Trailblazers trail by 9. Lillard scanning the floor. Drops in the layup for 2.
Major props to Lillard there. Terrific focus to get hit on that shot and still deliver.
We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's George. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Lillard with no one around. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Clippers leading by 9. Outside, George. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Defense does a good job, but George won't relent. He rises to meet their challenge.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
George with the ball. Now Anthony defending. Back to George. Pass to Beverly. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard with no one around. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
He is in the zone tonight. Kawhi is carrying this offense.
And finished off by Nurkic.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Gets the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
The consummate team player, Paul George, is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And the Clippers with the change here, too. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Zubats. And there's the pass to George. Leonard on the wing, defended by Covington. And it's Leonard missing. The Trailblazers have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Covington dishes to Powell. Again, the Trailblazers score.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Here's George. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Leonard looking around. "17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Really left alone that time. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Slippery play by Paul George to get inside. He ends up right where he wanted to be for the shot. You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
So the Clippers with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. The bronze likeness of Lakers great. And
hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome. But it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward spot. And for the Clippers, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Now here is Holiday. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Break fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Giannis against Leonard. Morris left side. 6 on the shot clock. Over Middleton. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Holiday against Jackson. Holiday the pass to DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. No good on the 3.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. That one falls.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
On the wing, Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. Over in the corner, on to Kumbo. Another shot. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Really, you know what? Trying to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough assignment because he's long and he can leap.
Now here's Jackson. Leonard looking around. The high post shot again, Los Angeles.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
Holiday finds Antetokounmpo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Milwaukee also making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Donte DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Rondo. Pass to Beverly. The 3. The shot missing. The Bucks go the other way with it. Here's Forbes. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, for a sharpshooter like Forbes, guys, getting points inside can only help him be more effective on the perimeter. It actually adds a step to his quickness.
Here is Forbes. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Connaughton. No good on the triple. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Taken away. Fast break, Milwaukee. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo up high to stuff the alley-oop.
How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Now here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kennard, the pass to Beverly. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Connaughton. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Clippers trail by 5. Rondo finds Kennard. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. And that one, good. Bucks have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Now, Giannis. He's got 9. For 3, Middleton. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Los Angeles making a switch here. And checked in. Here's Nora. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
And here's Kennard. Uncovered. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 8 seconds left to play in the first. Now the pass to Morrow. Back to Teague. Here's Tucker. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Solid at guarding both post and...
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter.
You know, this game, it's...
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
They've got Batum. Kennard is out there with Patrick Beverly. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Man in at the 3 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Nicholas Batum. And it's Paul George in for Luke Kennard. Here's Mann. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys. There are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Out to the right wing. Portis in the post. He's covered by Leonard. Portis can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
George, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Portis can't get it to go, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. George dishes to Leonard. Launches it, 6 to shoot, and there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard. George has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Lopez passes to Portis. Teague with a clean look. And the Bucks miss again. Now the Clippers with it. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Snatched up. Leonard kicks to Morris. A 3-ball. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Back to Leonard. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
And Lopez throws it down.
Teague's ability to find the open man makes him one of the better passing point guards in the league.
Jackson finds Leonard. And that's an intentional foul. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. .144 left in the first half of basketball. Back to Leonard, out to the right wing. Cousins, the pass to Leonard. Clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Bucks trail by 4. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Clippers leading by 4. Leonard with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Back to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got 8 points.
And it's good to see George concentrate on getting the ball to the open man. Excellent floor awareness.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Giannis. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
Stolen by Middleton.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Antetokounmpo.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, he can flat out dominate games at times.
And here's Morris for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. That's all for now.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in its center.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
High post try. The Clippers keep it alive. Morris kicks to Jackson. George against DiVincenzo. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Up again, and Leonard stays with it. Leonard's got 10.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Shots good by Middleton.
I think Middleton is absolutely dynamic and when he's involved in the pick and roll. He's really skilled at his decision-making. He knows when to pass and when to shoot.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. George against DiVincenzo. Taken away by Holiday. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Finished off the break.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
George passes to Jackson. Shot on the wing. Again, Leonard missing.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Bucks lead by 1. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Jackson. Sinks that one from the post.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Zubac. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. A nice shot by George.
And George is very good in how he leaks out in transition. Times it perfectly and really creates high percentage shots for himself as a result.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Leonard with the steal. And they're pushing it up. A 3 from Morris. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Kicks it down to Middleton. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Middleton really is an amazing shooter, absolutely amazing, especially from long distance.
Outside, George. From deep. Rebounded by the Bucks. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And Cousins kicks to Beverly. Mann passes to Batum, and he uses the glass on the layup. Batum's got his second basket of the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Tucker. Cousins trying to free himself up. Tucker can't get it to go.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Here's Mann. From deep three-point range, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So for the Clippers right now, Patrick Beverly out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at the power forward position.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Connaughton. Kennard covering. Pass to Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. Tucker's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Milwaukee.
P.J. Tucker always active on the boards and doesn't give the defense a chance to box him out.
No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Bobby Portis.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bobby Portis.
Yeah, you know, you go back to when Cousins was drafted, and there were some that questioned his attitude, but lately, I don't think that's the case anymore.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That is his first foul of the game. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Passes it to Leonard. Right block shot. Outside Jackson. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Bucks trail. And here's the break. Giannis against Cousins. Antetokounmpo kicks to Forbes to take the lead. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And George with the stuff.
Well, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
The pass to Tucker. Forbes dishes to Tucker. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And Giannis throws it down.
I'll tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on it.
Pass to Cousins. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 6. Back to Cousins. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Leonard. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Here's Nora. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Leonard, no luck. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And they have strength.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Holiday. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, George. He dishes it to Morris. Outside, Jackson. Middleton against Leonard. And he makes that one.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moment.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Kicks it down to Middleton. There's the 3. Nails the triple.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And a deep 3 from George. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Connaughton passes to Giannis. Trying to get open is Lopez. Giannis, no good. Clippers with the ball.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Leonard from deep, 3-point land.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here's George. Money!
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.